I've had 7 plastic surgeries. Let me tell you a story. When I was a little girl, about the age of, 12-ish, every Friday night, we would go over to my grandparents' house for a little while, and we would have Friday night dinner. And at Friday night dinner, this particular one, I was wearing these super cute khaki pants and this red woman's t-shirt. It was a v-neck, but it was very fitted. And the reason why I loved this outfit so much was because my aunt had taken me to the mall and we got to go shopping and get it together. So I felt like I looked so good. The next thing I knew, my mom called everybody in the computer room around her and me. She had me get up from the chair that I was sitting in and told me to turn around so that way my behind was facing everybody. And when my behind was facing everybody, she told everyone that she wanted to document this because she was so proud that she was a smaller size than her 12-year-old daughter. At that time, my mom had been losing weight and had been successful. She had taken some diet pills to be able to lose weight, and she was really proud of herself. And so not only did she do that, but she asked my uncle to grab a camera and take a picture of it. So I stood there while my mother and our behinds were facing the camera, and I had a picture taken of me purely to show the fact that my mother was smaller than I was. My mother touted that around for a very long time. She held it up at her salon as a trophy, letting everyone know that I was much larger than she was. And to tell you the truth, so much of what I learned as a child through my mom hating her own body and throughout society telling me what my body is supposed to look like and how I'm supposed to be towards my husband and the upkeep, and so much is tied to how we grew up and what we were shown by our parents. That is probably why I have had so many plastic surgeries. And up until the recent last year and a half, I had been doing lip fillers and face fillers. I'd been getting those done since I was 26, and I still consider those plastic surgeries. My first plastic surgery came shortly after our daughter Molly was born. It was back in 2014, and I'd gotten a mommy makeover. I had a breast augmentation, and I had a tummy tuck, and I was feeling really, really good. You know, part of me, I did get it for me. I did want to feel better about myself and my body, and I wanted to feel at home in it. You know, what I was looking at was not reflecting, who I wanted to be. My husband and I really weren't having much sex. He wasn't really turned on by me, and that's a whole other topic for a whole other video. But in saying that, I've grown through a lot of that. The surgery, what I've come to realize, wasn't just for me. It was for everybody else and everybody else's expectations of what a mom is supposed to look like and how quickly you're supposed to bounce back after having kids. And we are put so much pressure on top of us to look good for those around us, to be pleasing to the eye for those around us. Let me share a story with you before I tell you what plastic surgeries I've had and what I would change and what I would do differently, and more importantly, how do I love my body today? And would I get any more plastic surgery as I grow older? Answer that in a sec. So last summer, we went on a road trip up to Michigan in our camper van. If you didn't know, we live in our bus. We travel the country with our 3 kids and 4 dogs. It's a menagerie of crazy. I digress. We go on this camping trip in our camper van, and long showers aren't really a thing. We have an outdoor shower, so it's meant for like quick, let's go. So shaving my armpits wasn't exactly something that I had on top of my mind, I don't shave my armpits for this month. And we get back and I look under my arm and I'm like, oh my goodness, I have a forest under here. So I promptly head to the shower and I shave off my forest. Well, you know what happens? I immediately, within an hour or two, have this like smell come back, and I'm really clammy, and I'm like, oh, I don't really like this. So I'm like, I wonder, does it have something to do with me shaving my pits? I'm an experimenter, so I decide to experiment and grow my armpit hair out for another 30 days. I said, I did it once, I can do it again. So I decided to grow my armpit hair out for 30 days and being cognizant of if it smells or how it feels. And really, it didn't smell. I didn't sweat anymore. And so at the end of 30 days, I went ahead and I shaved it again. I was like, okay, well, let me shave it and see what happens. Well, the smell and the super sweatiness came back. And I was like, well, if that's the case, why aren't men shaving their armpits? If this really is for cleanliness and hygiene and all of the above, why aren't men shaving their pits? So I decided that I was purely shaving my armpits for other people's comfort. Now, like usually when I would look at a woman with armpit hair, I would be like, oh, it would make me feel very uneasy and very weird. But why did it make me feel very easy and weird? It made me feel that way because society has taught me that's what's acceptable. Why don't men shave their armpits? Because it's acceptable for men to look that way. It's easier to digest them with armpit hair than it is for women to have armpit hair. So I kept the armpit hair. I don't know if I'll keep it forever, but for like this time period, I'm like, I kind of dig it. It's cool. It's unique. Nobody else has it. So going from 7 plastic surgeries and lip fillers to having armpit hair, how did that happen? Well, I will tell you. I realized once I got the plastic surgery, so let's list out what I've had. I've had 2 breast augmentations because the first one, it started to grow around, the scar tissue started to grow around my breast, which is what's happening again. And I had to get them replaced. Well, I got them replaced for bigger because my partner was like, hey, could we get them bigger? Oh, me wanting to please my partner. Absolutely we can. Again, whole other video topic for a different day. But I got them bigger, and I've also had liposuction, and I've had a tummy tuck, and I got face fillers and injections, and, I think you have to have something. You have to experience it to see its true value to you, right? Because before, I thought, oh, these breast implants are going to fix how I feel. Oh, this tummy tuck is going to fix how I feel. None of that really fixed me. What it was, though, was tools. They were tools in helping me love myself and realizing that I really didn't have to have the plastic surgery after all in order to love who I've become, right? And in fact, I will tell you, friends, I am wanting to get these out. Yes, I am wanting to get these breast implants out. I don't love them as much as I used to. Speaking of that, this little microphone's flippity flopping everywhere. I don't need them. They were causing some back pain recently, and I went braless, mind you. I have went braless. I don't wear a bra anymore. I just kind of wear these around. That's why you see me in these in a lot of videos. They're just really comfortable and easy. They're not constricting. What I found was like having it so tight back here on my back, right, was causing a ton of back pain. And so I ditched the bra. Again, not a doctor, not a healthcare professional, just doing what works for my own body, and ditched the bra, and my back pain is so much better. I want to touch on something because I didn't think my husband would love me without getting these things done, right? And here's the deal. It wasn't up until this last year or so, Kyle, my partner, has really learned the toxic masculinity culture that is in this country and the world and has been for centuries, and that women are a suppressed. Women are constantly silenced. Women are told they are not good enough every single moment of every single day. Women have been put down for so long. And I want to say some gratitude for my partner, because he has come such a long way in seeing that and realizing femininity and what it looks like and what attraction really is. You know, I think, I think he's come a very long way from where he used to be to where he is now. And just talking about plastic surgery is the tip of the iceberg, you know, tip of the beauty industry iceberg, where women are feeling like they have to have all these procedures to stay beautiful, to stay young, to stay relevant. If you have wrinkles on your face, you're just ugly. Now, that's not to say you shouldn't get plastic surgery, or you should. I think you need to follow your own inner knowing and do what is best for you. For me, do I regret getting my plastic surgeries? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because every moment that has ever happened to me has led me to where I am. And if I wouldn't have been in those moments, I wouldn't be who I am today. And so I needed those plastic surgeries. I needed to see them. I needed to go through them and really experience what they were in order to learn what they needed to teach me. Would I change getting them? No. No, I wouldn't. Because I am who I am now because of it. I am going to take these out when the time is ready. You know, we have to save up for that. We don't have the money to get it done, and that's okay. So I'm going to appreciate them for a little bit longer, and then when it's their time for them to be removed, they'll be removed. And my body will take on a different kind of evolution. I think the key is finding, if you choose to be with someone, finding someone to grow through life with, finding someone who really wants to be there for you and not just take from you, you know? And that takes healing. Two people have to come to a relationship healed and healing, because healing is throughout life. And so if you feel called that you need to get plastic surgery to love yourself more, then do that. Only you know what's best for you. Nobody else lives your life. Nobody else walks in your shoes. You need to do what feels aligned into your inner knowing. So, would I have any more plastic surgeries? I don't think so. I think the lip fillers are done. The face fillers are done. Those were hard. Those were hard to give up, because you look at your face in the mirror and everywhere around you, you are told that you are not enough, and this wrinkle is bad, and this wrinkle is bad, and this line is bad, and this line, this hair, and you're told so much of you is wrong. Like I got tired of that, and I just wanted to love who I am. I've earned every single one of these wrinkles, and so have you. Growing old is a privilege denied to so many. And I want to embrace it. I want to love it. I want to live, and to live fully. And that means loving the body that I have, not loving the body that I want. Because when you love the body you have, you're able to find clarity into getting the body you want. So much of my plastic surgery and my fillers and my enhancements have made me who I am today. So there's no way I would ever take them back or regret doing them or would change any single thing in my life. I am really grateful that you're here with me today, being you, being authentic, and being genuine. Thank you for spending a little bit of your precious time in my inner world with me today. Thank you for being here, being you. I'll talk to you soon.